I do. I think um, not even just for me, right, hand heart, but I think in general, challenges force you to be creative. Challenges and trials and problems force you to be adaptive, right? Because we all have to adapt in some sort of way. It's not just people with differences, right? Like we all have to adapt in our day-to-day life, in our personal life, and in our business life. I just think that it adapting was introduced to me more. Uh, Adaption was introduced to me earlier in my life, and maybe at a more aggressive way, because it was like that was it. It was like all adaptions, right? Like everything was adapting, like how I get on a chair, how I put my clothes on, how I brush my teeth. Like everything was just like forced me to be creative. But we all have that creative power inside of us, and how we unleash that is just exercising the muscle of like stepping into uncomfortable situations. Approaching challenges as problems, viewing them as more of like gifts and opportunities rather than the negative aspects of challenges and problems, right? And it's also a power of language. Our language is power. And so, for example, the majority of humans and entrepreneurs, we always start off with the word can't, which is not only disempowering, but it doesn't allow our brain to stimulate solutions. We're already blocking off the power. And so, I always talk about the how, but what's even more powerful than the how is actually the why. And so if you have a great enough why, if you have something that pulls you, like you don't really need to know how to do it. You'll find a way, right? If the why is powerful enough, the how will show itself, right? And so like some of my whys was to be independent, or some of my whys was to be that skateboarder, or some of my whys was to be that wrestler. And so that was the thing that pulled me to figure out the how, or the how it kind of just, you just fall into it, because that why is just nothing's going to stop me, because this why is so powerful, right? So I think for anyone, yeah, hand heart syndrome may have introduced adapting and challenges and problem and solution earlier and more aggressive, but we all have that power. We just got to tap into it.